first 82-cylinder, 5,000 horsepower, $1.5 million drag race. And which car came out on top?
There you have it. The Lamborghini with the 691 horsepower V12 and all-wheel drive traction ekes out a win over the 592 horsepower twin-turbo rear-wheel drive McLaren 12C. Godzilla, meanwhile, slips to third place. And the Subaru BRZ was just happy to be invited to the dance. Let's take a closer look at the finish.
Once again, the GTR's incredible traction and mountain of mid-range torque get it off the line before its bigger horsepower rivals. Short gearing keeps it ahead through the quarter mile too. As the finish line approaches, the more powerful SLS Black Series and SRT Viper are closing fast. They have the mile-per-hour advantage at the top end, but it's not enough to close down the Nissan. Let's take a closer look at the finish.
Alright, this is it, guys. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go.
It's a narrow loss for the Nissan, bested by the Porsche's slight power-to-weight advantage. But it's still a close race between those two. The next contender, the Jaguar F-Type Coupe R, doesn't reach the quarter mile for nearly another second. But let's take a closer look at the finish.
But let's back up and take a look at how everything went down. At 60 miles an hour, things are pretty interesting. The Corvette and the Bentley are actually tied. That's right, it takes both of them 3.3 seconds to hit 60 miles an hour. The AMG GTS is right on their heels at 3.5 seconds. At the end of the quarter mile, things are still close. In fact, the Bentley and the Mercedes are tied, both taking 11.6 seconds to run the quarter mile. While it was close, the winner of this world's greatest drag race is the red, white, and blue Corvette Z06.
Right, there's nothing really for me to do. I'll just sit in my air-conditioned seat, put it in drive, and fight wheel spin the entire way down the runway because this is a big, stupid sedan with 707 horsepower.
He stands no chance in that Hellcat against this, the NSX. And have I mentioned how easy it is to launch this Acura? Super easy.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I kicked the stuffing out of Jason and the Hellcat.
707 horsepower, and I finished at the back of the pack.
Vietnamese coffee, who knew?
It's all over pretty quickly when you have cars this fast. The NSX's electric motors gave it a jump off the line, but the Audi blows right by it on its way to a 2.6 second 0 to 60. And the Audi stays in the lead the whole way, crossing the quarter-mile marker after just 10.6 seconds. If we kept going, the R8 would get passed by the McLaren, which is less than a car length behind, but traveling almost 2 miles an hour quicker. 101 feet and 6/10 behind the Audi is Godzilla itself, the Nissan GT-R, which crosses the line just 16 feet before Johnny and his NSX. That's right, Johnny, hope you're enjoying 4th place. Next up, the Mercedes AMG GTS, followed closely by the Jaguar F-Type SVR. Oh, but if you think the Viper's up next, you're wrong. It's that insanely overachieving Porsche 911, pulling an 11.5 at 120 miles an hour. The Viper is 12 feet behind the Porsche. And 0.4 of a second later, here I come in the big heavy Hellcat, which didn't win, but it did spin its tires long enough to beat the M4 GTS by 2 car lengths. The Mustang Shelby GT350R was right behind the Bimmer, and then in dead last place is the Chevy Camaro SS 1LE. That's right, the slowest car in this group runs at 12.4 at 114.2 miles an hour, or in other words, 0 to jail in 10 seconds or less.
But first, let's meet this year's contenders. Here's the first great Lexus coupe in a very long time, the new V8-powered LC500. This is the 4-door, 4-cheese Alfa Romeo Giulia with a heart from Ferrari. Aston Martin reinvents itself for a second century with the lovely DB11. AMG's Beast from Green Hell is also known as GTR. McLaren returns with a luxurious glass-roofed Grand Touring car, the 570 GT. Marinello is in the house with the manic, obviously red, Ferrari 488 GTB. The Tesla Model S P100D with Ludicrous Plus is the quickest car we've ever tested to 60 miles an hour. Let's see how it does in the quarter mile. The Porsche 911 Turbo S launches so hard the front wheels nearly come off the ground. Godzilla has long been considered king of the quarter. Let's see how this year's Nismo GTR performs. The Camaro ZL1 1LE is one of the most powerful cars in the race, but can it put the power down? The Porsche 718 Cayman S only has 350 horsepower, though the quick-shifting PDK should help. Somehow, someway, with only 460 horsepower, the Corvette Grand Sport feels underpowered. However, it is light. Let's see how it does.
Begin launch sequence. T-minus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Just like that, America is on top. The California-built P100D, the heaviest car in the race, wins it all, once again demonstrating the inherent advantage of electric motors when it comes to acceleration. That said, the Porsche Turbo S and the Ferrari 488 were charging hard. Had the race gone longer than a quarter mile, they both would have beaten the Tesla.
So this is what we're doing. We line up all these supercars. Like there's Lieberman. Say hi, Lieberman. There's Jethro Tull. He's driving a McLaren.
Okay, so my first ever world's greatest drag race. 12 cars. They put me in what I think is the best one, the McLaren.
So what I do is I put this thing in race mode. I put it in drive. And then I wait for the director guy to count down.
Begin launch sequence.
Go.
T-minus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ever world's greatest drag race. And I won it.
It pains me to say that Jethro won, so I won't. The McLaren 720S did all the winning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Gets the job for me.
fast. That McLaren is a rocket ship.
Oh my God!
Where's this Jag coming from?
So that's me in the center, crossing the line in 10.1 seconds at 147.5 miles an hour and killing the rest of the field. But the following 8 cars are in the 11s. These are monster cars and they launch like crazy, but some of them are only just getting into their stride. So forget the quarter mile. We want to see how this plays out over the half.
All right, we're going the full half mile.
Keep going, half mile.